Luton manager John Still joining us. An impressive way to end your home pre-season campaign.
Yeah, obviously we played well today. I know they're quite young, but having said they were quite young, they've got 4 or 5 very, very good players, very highly rated players, and whoever you play against, you've got to do the job. And I felt we've done the job today.
As you said, a very good performance from Luton Town. Was it perhaps in a way a little disappointing that Arsenal weren't a stronger side?
Well, you can only play what you know. We knew at the time that we was going to do that it wasn't going to be, because obviously the Emirates Cup, so I'm not stupid. But, you know, we knew we were going to play against a passing team, that were going to move the ball, and we knew we was going to have to work hard. And regardless of the score, it wasn't going to be a stroll in the park. We've got to work hard. And we spoke about when teams have a lot of possession, about winning the ball and attacking quickly, and it couldn't have worked better for us.
It was a mixture of goals this afternoon, some well-worked good team goals and others capitalising on errors, which is also going to be important at the level the Town are at.
To win the ball, you know, to win the ball high up the pitch off of people, force them into mistakes is important. And, you know, it was a good day, but, you know, as I keep saying, this has been pre-season. Pre-season's been very, very good, but the real stuff is to come. So, you know, what's gone's gone.
Some impressive performances, but let's concentrate on the 7 goals. 3 goal scorers picked up 2 goals apiece. Yeah. Mark Cullen with the opening 2.
Yeah, he's been a find, hasn't he? He's a very, very clever player, very bright player, and he's fitted in really, really well. To be fair, as most of them have that have come in, so I haven't got any complaints with that. He's took his goals really, really well. You know, Sean's a good player. You know. He's another good player. Andre's come on and got a couple of goals. So, you know, the squad is strong, which is going to need to be. Competitions for places is strong. So, as I say, you know, for where we are, you know, I'm obviously happy.
And despite it being a friendly, there was a bit of passion over the penalty taker and who was going to.
We haven't picked one yet. But I'll sort that out in the week.
Mark Cullen obviously was wanting the hat-trick, but
of course
Sean had been brought down.
Sean took the last penalty and he felt if you like, he would be the penalty taker, so I understand that, but that's something minor. I'll sort that out. The one thing we have sorted out is Ronnie Henry is the club captain, so you know we know exactly where we are now.
And that's a decision that's been made. A tough one for you to make?
No, not at all. It was always going to be the decision, but I just wanted Alex Lacey to see if he could be the person that would stop me trying to go and find another centre-half. And he has been, yes.
Right. And, I mean, obviously, defence, again, let's concentrate on another clean sheet. I mean, that's impressive in pre-season, as you say, against whatever the opposition.
Absolutely. You know, most of their stuff was from the edge of the box stuff, strikes, which is good. And I'll be honest, I think we found another one with the goalkeeper as well. You know, for me, Farrick. I think this kid's going to be... I think he's going to be remarkable. I really do. He's got everything.
You've obviously talked to us in the past about your idea of the starting 11 for Southport next week. I know you're not going to give anything away, but a lot of fans would have come this afternoon expecting to perhaps see a good indication of your starting 11.
Yeah, they probably would, and they probably did.
And young Alex Lacey was in amongst that 11. I mean, let's talk about him. He's come, you know, with very few appearances for Luton Town in the past, but you've seen something in him, and he's delivered. I saw him play for Eastleigh. In actual fact, he came on sub for Eastleigh. He didn't even start, and it just had a little bit something about him. So I didn't really see him here, but when we started pre-season, I thought, you know, I want to have a look at him. And as this man knows here, I like young players. You know, I want to push young players. And I saw something in, and I've pushed him, and he's responded. That's fair play. I see something in young Elliott in goal, you know, so I'm going to push him. You know, I really am. I'm going to push him. And there's others, you know, behind him. Alex Wall, came on and looked a threat. And his pace and his power for such a big man. And he's missed quite a bit of pre-season, so he's still catching up. But he's another, I think, someone who can become an exceptional player here. And now it's up for Stevenson and Parry and those people and Robinson to really push on. I want them to push on, and I want to help them push on. And they, because they're pushing on, should be pushing the people in front of them, because if the people in front of them start to falter, that's just the gap for the young ones to go in. We've got a lot of competition for places this season. There's a lot of strength in depth. That makes your decision as a manager harder, or...?
No. Players pick the team. You know, I won't say players pick the team. someone scores 3 goals, 4 goals this week, 2 goals next week, am I going to leave him out? Of course I'm not. If he's not scoring, you think, well, maybe someone else will have a chance. If someone's playing in midfield and shutting down and winning the ball back and passing it for you, that's the job. So, but if they don't, then it's someone else's opportunity. So I don't find that difficult at all. In fact, I find that bit quite easy.
And as far as pre-season now, just about finishing, there's a game against Thurrock.
Game against Thurrock on Monday, yeah.
I mean, what sort of side are you expecting?
Young, very young.
Right, so that's it as far as the first team of players.
What would be a class as a first team game, that's it, yeah.
So, a week away now, pre-season as a whole for the first team squad, the players that are involved. You've been pleased with not only the performances but also how it's all gone? Yeah,
I've been pleased with everything. I think everything's been very good from day one when we came back till now. I've got no complaints at all. Everyone's worked their absolute socks off, which is what you expect. But everyone's worked, they've sort of listened, they've taken in what we talk about. And I'm hoping it can keep growing. All we've done is planted seeds early on, and it's a few shoots coming up now, but that's got to continue. We've got to keep improving.
And whilst you've had a look at perhaps one or two other players from other clubs or free agents over the summer, it must be really good that you've been able to focus on having players in early and using them for the whole pre-season.
Yeah, I think it was important that I felt this year to do my work early. And I was fortunate that, saying every single one, but probably 95% of the targets we went for, we got. And we got them early. We moved early to secure Mark Cullen. We moved early to get Sean Whalley. We moved early to get the goalkeeper. So it has sort of been all right, really. It's just gone all right for us.
And as far as you're concerned, albeit keeping an eye on what's out there's no areas of the squad that you think...
No, if we start the season with what I've got, I'd be quite happy. All managers will turn around and say I could do with one more, and if you get one more, some say I could still do with one more. I think that with what we've got, I'm satisfied with. If things change and we're doing well, and we're pushing and we're progressing, then I think the club would be in a position to say, well, if we need something else, let's look at it. Yeah.
And albeit much smaller attendances at Kenilworth Road for these pre-season friendlies, but the fans that have been here will have enjoyed the football they've seen and will be very optimistic for the forthcoming season.
Well, as I say, I think this is an entertainment business, and if you've got, which is no disrespect to what I'm going to say, if you've got park players, you can't play like Barcelona because you get beat every week. You've got to find a way of winning with what you've got. And we have some very good players here, some good talent here, that I think is the right way for them to play, which is a little bit different to how we played at Dagenham. But I had Dagenham's players in, which is no disrespect to them because they were fantastic, got 2 promotions, but they had to play in a way that was right for Dagenham. We have to play in a way that's right for us, and I think we're playing fast, very fast, attacking football.
Lovely, thank you very much for
your
time.
Good, thank you.